WB9VPG in Union, Kentucky, saying 7-3. And as always, we thank you for listening. Amateur Radio Newsline is copyright 2022, all rights reserved.
This concludes our Monday evening transmission of Amateur Radio Newsline. Net to start in about 9 minutes. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This is KDAVYT for Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor.
W8VPV. Repeater. W8VPV. Repeater.
Good evening. Calling all amateur radio operators. Welcome to the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club Monday night UHF VHF net. My name is Thomas and my call sign is KE8OWX. However, for the purpose of this net, I'll be using the club call Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. This is an open and directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in. You do not have to be a club member. All traffic will go through net control, and since emergency traffic may break in at any time, please leave a brief pause between transmissions. The purpose of this net is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchanging of amateur-related ideas and information to enhance net operating practices, and during these times of social isolation, to keep members up to date about club happenings. This net meets here every Monday evening at 8:30 p.m. local time, preceded by Amateur Radio Newsline at 8:01.
W8VPV. Repeater. PL110.9.
We'll start with announcements and then ask for check-ins from any officer or member who has an announcement of general interest to the club. Once that's complete, I'll take check-ins, call signs only, 5 at a time, confirming each call before we move on to the next. Then we'll work through those 5 check-ins and ask for 5 more until we're done. If you're a regular participant, I'll probably recognize you by call sign. If not, please give your call sign, repeat it phonetically, followed by your name and your location. When all check-ins have been worked, I'll close the net after repeating the announcements. We also operate an HF plus 6 meter band exploration net starting at 9:30 after this net. The approximate frequencies are posted on our webpage, and tonight will be on 40 meters at approximately 7 Mark 187. Please join if you have the privileges and equipment. We will announce the final location towards the end of the net and right before the HF band exploration net. We got 3 quick announcements. November 23rd, this Wednesday, is our last business meeting of the year. It is at the Pilgrim Church on Broad, and it'll be at 7:30. We also have our Christmas party on December 7th at 6:30 p.m. That'll be at the New Era Cafe in Akron, and we'll just be ordering off the menu for that one. That'll be our last meeting for the year, so join us if you can for that one. And finally, I believe the field day results have been published. They are in the QST. There's an article about them, and you can also check them on the ARRL website for the field day. So the 2022 results are in. Go check them out if you're interested. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins from any hams with traffic or information of general interest for the net. Please call now. KB8PRK. KB8PRK. Go ahead, Ted. What do you got?
I'm just enjoying this heat wave we got going on here. I guess we're going to have a nice week compared to last week. We got spoiled the week before that, but it is November. Not a whole lot, but just I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving there. Looks like everybody's getting into that holiday mode, and I see a lot of the radio stations now are already playing Christmas music. So we got a good over a month of that. But other than that, I hope everybody's doing all right. Hopefully have a lot on the topic, so I'll just turn it back to you there, Thomas, and doing a good job here so far. PRK.
All right, thanks for stopping by, Ted. The end of your transmission got pretty noisy. You must be out using the handheld. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. Are there any more hams with announcements or any officers that'd like to check in now? Please call.
November 8, Ocean Queen Papa. Pat, and I do have traffic.
All right. Do we have anybody else with announcements?
Alpha Charlie 8 X-Ray Oscar.
All right. Got you, Vince. Do we have any more? All right. Go ahead, Pat. N80QP.
Evening, everybody. Got a couple things that you need to be made aware of. That first of all, meeting coming up this coming Wednesday, last one of the year, except for the Christmas party. Frank is under the weather and has asked me to see if I can find a couple of able-bodied people to help get the meeting set up, since he's probably not going to be there. If you would like to volunteer, you don't really have to. I'd like to know if you'd even consider it, to be honest. Let me know here on the net. You need to be at the church at 6:30. So I need at least one or two people so we can get chairs and everything set up for everybody. That would be appreciated. Let me break for time here. Another thing is the address of the church is actually 130 Broad Boulevard. It's a Pilgrim United Church of Christ, for anybody that gets confused by that. Got the Christmas party coming up at New Era. I think that's at 10 Maslin Road in Akron. We're going to start gathering there about 5:30 to 6 o'clock, and we'll probably be eating some. They'll probably start taking the what do you call it? Options, yeah, right. They'll probably start taking orders somewhere about 6:45, I'm thinking, and then hopefully we'll be eating out a little after 7. And by about 8 o'clock is when the presentation will be done. The other things that I got, Anthony, if you're in here, I need you to look at your email or your text message. I had an inquiry about the Christmas party reservation list. I didn't see one on the web myself, so need to ask that. I think that's about all I got. But if you would, Thomas, I would need to ask you something. I don't want to do it on the air, but so between nets, if you would give me a quick call, it's only going to take a couple minutes. Anyway, that's all I got. Back to net. OQP.
All right, I'll give you a call between nets. And Vince, go ahead, AC8XL.
It's the end of the month. It's the request. I didn't send anything out. I've been under the weather myself. I have some back problems, so I'm down and out for the remainder of the year. And all I'm asking for is anyone who wants to contribute, I will consider it. This is the last call. Next time I'll do this is January, because, we're done. Since I'm not going to be at the Christmas party, if you got stuff for January, send it as well. Anyway, AC8XO, your newsletter editor, back to Ned.
Thanks, Vince. We'll put that reminder here on the follow-up for newsletter articles. All right, this is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor, looking for 5 check-ins, one at a time. Please call now.
WO3X, Whiskey Oscar 3 X-ray.
X, got you. Next call.
W8DIS.
W8DIS, got you. 3 more, please. WB8CXO, got you. And 2 more.
W8EZT.
Got you, Frank. EZT. And 1 more, please. K8PU. K8PU, Larry, got you. Go ahead, WO3X.
Good evening, Thomas and all on the net. This is WO3X. Name here's John. I'm in Cuyahoga Falls. Yeah, I can arrive at the meeting place by 6:30. So if anybody else wants to arrive early also to help out, they can help too. So let's see. Yeah, I participated in the ARRL phone sweepstakes over the weekend, and I made contact in 74 of the 84 sections, and I had a total score of 19,980 points. So I didn't quite do a clean sweep. There were a couple of sections that got away, so that's how that went. So with that, I'll turn it back to you. W8VPV, this is WO3X.
Well, that sounds like you had a good weekend playing radio there. W8DIS, you're up.
Hello, everybody. Good to be on the air. Don't really have anything other than to say hey and add 1 to the numbers. Hope everybody's doing well. Looking forward to the Christmas party. Hope nothing comes up that I won't be able to be there. Not sure about Wednesday's meeting. If I'm not there, I will definitely zoom in to pay attention. W8DIS, back to net.
Well, thanks for stopping by and giving us the number. WB8CXO, you're up. All right, I got John in there. Frank, you're up. W8EZT.
Well, good evening, everybody out there. W8EZT here on the backside of a little bit of COVID. Actually been feeling okay for the last 2 days. It may not sound it, but that's just hoarseness and a a lot of coughing to keep my lungs clear. Unfortunately, I'm still showing positive on that COVID test, so I'm hesitant to go out anywhere. I will be at Wednesday's meeting, but it'll be through Zoom, so looking forward to seeing a lot of people here. And by the way, let me give a shout out to Mike, WB8CXO. It's been he's been a friend since, gosh, the late 60s, early 70s, and always great to hear him out there on the net. Just wanted to also add, and I think Anthony might be in here in a little bit with more updates, but the field day results have been announced, and we came out fourth in Group 5A, operating configuration 5A throughout the country. So that's organizing and planning and implementing that, and for those of you interested in field day, by all means, we're going to have a meeting, I assume, right around turn of the, we'll probably have an announcement next month, and all right, that's really all I've got. We'll hand it back to you. This is W8EZT, back to net.
Thanks, Frank. Hope you get better soon here. Larry, K8PU, you're up.
Thomas, everybody on the net. Wish everybody a great Thanksgiving. We're going to be a little warmer that day, so if you're going to do something, should be pretty nice. I probably will not, well, I won't be at the meeting. My wife, Kate LB, going to put her foot down now. I'm getting knee replacement surgery next week, and not going to take any chances on getting anything that's going around. There's a lot of flu and stuff, even what Frank got, both kinds. And that's all I need to prevent me from getting that surgery, and I've really got to get it. So I'm going to be laying low until I get that done, and of course that's going to cut me out of the Christmas party too. But won't hurt me for field day and Hamfest. Okay, try to catch everybody on 40 meters. Back to you, Thomas. W8VPV, K8PU.
Thanks for stopping by, Larry, and quick recovery there with the surgery, hopefully. All right, that brings us to the bottom of that 5, and so this has been Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. Looking for 5 more check-ins. Please call now.
November 8, November Hotel, Mark and Akron, in and out.
N8NH, got you. In and out. 5 more, please.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Quebec X-Ray, Joe in West Akron.
Got you, VQX. 4 more, please.
K8, KVI, Ron, working on technical issues, so I'm in and out.
All right, got you in and out there, Ron. Let's go with 4 more, please.
November 8, Lima Tango Radio. Handle is Bill, location is green.
All right, got you, Bill, N8LTR. Next check-in, please.
This is Kilo 8 Bravo India, Bill in Cuyahoga Falls.
K8BI, got you. And let's see if we got 2 more out there.
AB8OU.
Got you, Zeke. 1 more, please.
KDA-YPL, Spruce and Twinsburg.
KE8YPL, got you. All right, let's go back up to the top of the list. N8NH was in and out. KE8VQX, you're up.
W8VPV, this is KE8VQX. It's Joe in West Akron. Been out of town for a while, just happy to be able to hit the net today, and managed to have a conversation earlier with, I'm pretty sure it was WB8CXO, Mike. Always nice to talk to a fellow aviator who hasn't been on for a long time. Sounded great on the radio. Anyway, just want to say
glad to be here, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'll be out of town again, but anyway, with that, back to net KE8VQX.
Well, we're glad to have you stop by, and stop by whenever you get the chance and you're in town. KE8 KVI was in and out, so that brings us down to N8LTR. Go ahead.
Well, N8LTR here. Hello to the group. Well, as Thanksgiving approaches, not anywhere for me to go, so it'll just be Thanksgiving here with me and the kiddies. So I will. They're not big on turkey, so I think I will cut up some grilled steak, very rare, and boy, that's to die for in their world. They love it. So I think that's how the Thanksgiving will be spent, and if it's warm enough, maybe fool around with a double-X Zep outside that I have plans for. Other than that, not much today. Did spend a couple hours with a new ham who's a little confused on grounding the station and what is involved with that. So hopefully the chalk talk and sketches I left will give him some pointers. With that, good evening, everyone. Have a safe week ahead, and LTR back to net.
W8VPV. Repeater.
And you have a wonderful week as well. K8 Bravo India, you're up.
W8VPV, this is K8BI. Good evening, everybody. Good to hear everyone on the net, and good to hear Mike. Don't hear him too often. And really nothing special going on here. Looking forward to a nice, relaxing Thanksgiving. Maybe do a little bit of last-minute yard cleanup before the last pickup here, and maybe take a few walks and stuff. And everyone have a real wonderful Thanksgiving and a happy holiday season, and see you down the road. W8VPV, this is K8BI.
Thanks for stopping by, and we'll hear you again. AB8OU, go ahead, Zeke.
AB8OU, good evening, everyone. Not much. Played in the sideband sweepstakes over the weekend, and that's about it. Guess I'll be to the meeting Wednesday. Other than that, it's a quiet week. Everyone have a good one. AB8OU.
Well, thanks for checking in. KE8YPL, you're up.
Hi, Tom. Hi, everybody on the net. This is actually Kilo Delta 8YPL. So it's good to finally be able to talk on the net. It's been a very busy summer with renovating the backyard. Very busy traveling and that, so now that the weather is bad, finally get to have a little chat on the radio, so it's good to be back on. Wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll just hand it back to W8VPV, KD8YPL out.
All right, we got your call corrected here in the log. This has been Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor, looking for 5 additional check-ins. Please call now.
HMS.
Got you, Steve. And next, please. All right, we'll do one at a time. K8 HMS, go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, hello. WAVPV in the net, K8 HMS. Yeah, not a lot going on. Just enjoying the little bit warmer weather today, and hopefully it's going to stay in this week. And thankfully we're not New York. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I don't know where the no, and I never remember the name of it. But anyway, the next net at 9:30, let me know where it's going to be. I'll try to get in. So, WAVPV, KHMS.
Yep, we'll announce where the next net is shortly. Although it does look like 40 meters is extremely noisy tonight, so that'll be interesting. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. Looking for any additional check-ins, please call now. Hearing none, we'll go back through our announcements real quick, and then we'll see if we have any more last-minute check-ins. The first one is November 23rd. This Wednesday at 7:30 is the business meeting. That's at the church at 130 Broad Boulevard in the Falls. Please join us. You can also join us on Zoom. That is available. The link is on our website. The last meeting of the year is our Christmas party, December 7th. We'll be meeting somewhere between 5:30 and 6 at New Era in Akron, and there will be a presentation, I believe, on the history of the canals in the area, and not just the ones that we know of, but all of them. And last but not least, newsletter articles, wrapping it up for the rest of the year, for the last one this year, and if you have any for January, please send those along as well. This has been Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. We're looking for any last check-ins. Please call now.
Quick recheck.
Go ahead, Pat.
Couple of things I forgot to mention. Number one, those field day results were fantastic. We took 4th in the U.S. for the 5A. That is a tremendous amount of work, and it was fantastic to see that come up like that. And I actually forgot to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. We're going to have a little quiet thing around here, and hopefully watch football and eat turkey. You have a good week, and we'll hopefully see you all Wednesday night, and if not, have a very pleasant and blessed Thanksgiving. And OQP back to net. Thanks, Thomas.
Thanks, Pat. And yes, absolutely. Everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving this week. Is there any more check-ins? This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. Please call now. Hearing none, we will go ahead and wrap up this net. At 9:30 is the band exploration net on 40 meters. Will be somewhere around 7 Mark 187 lower sideband. There's a little bit of activity there, but it's I'm getting S9 plus 2 noise floor right now, so that'll be an interesting net. But join us there if you can. This has been Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. I'd like to thank all that took time to join us and check in tonight. Without your participation, we would have no net. This has been KE8OWX, and without your and it's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. At this time, we'll close the net with 17 check-ins and return the repeater to normal and customary amateur use. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor, closing the net at 8:57 p.m. local time, 73.
Call.
All right, I'll give you a call here, Pat, and somebody underneath Pat. Go ahead. All right, calling you now, Pat. KE8OWX clear.